Hey guys, it's Mothman again. This is another movie review. I'm now reviewing the Godzilla from 2014 or 15. I don't really know. So this one I'm filming like 30 minutes after the previous one. So for the sake of looking different, I put on a different jacket. So I had to rewatch Godzilla again, the one from 2014, and I gotta say, out of all of them, this is probably gotta be my favorite. Although I have fallen asleep during it, but that's a different story. So, bit of a warning. I always do spoilers because I can't talk about a movie without spoiling everything. It's just me. Can't really talk about it like that. So, yeah. This one, it's not Godzilla's not the villain. He is in not Kong, whatever, Godzilla versus Kong. But this one, he's I guess the protagonist somehow. I don't know. Well, he's not the protagonist. That other guy is. So this movie's story is simple, and I like that. It's pretty simple. It's not like the other one. Okay, so I think that Godzilla vs. Kong is way too complex, and I think that that King of the Monsters is also way too complex. I mean, it's not that complex. I've seen more complex movies, but it's just. It's a wee bit much for, what you're going into. Now, this movie doesn't have a whole lot of Godzilla in it. I heard, complaints that he's not in it that often. And you'd be right, but I don't really think that it makes a difference, though, because I've heard each side of the argument. I've heard people say, oh, well, this movie doesn't have enough Godzilla in it. And then I've heard people say for King of the Monsters, oh, it has way too much Godzilla in it, not enough story. I disagree with that. I think that King of the Monsters has way too much story, maybe a little bit much. But this movie it's really suspenseful at some moments, So the villain sort of thing, the villain monster, is the Muto or the Muto. I say mute because for some reason I don't know. It is like the weirdest looking thing ever. It's like a spider, but not a spider. It's like really weird looking. I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's got like 8 arms or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird looking, but there's 2 of them. There's like a big one, and there's a tiny one with wings, and they double teaming often because they're screen cheaters. So basically, yeah, they show up early, but Godzilla doesn't show up till maybe midway through the movie, and there's one fight scene, and I don't know, I can't remember if he gets destroyed or not. I don't know, I might have fallen asleep again, but yeah, then they're okay, the final fight, the final maybe 30 minutes of the movie is the best in my opinion. I don't know, it's really good because they managed to take a very cloudy rainy scene and make it somehow look amazing. It just does. But there's also the biggest display of military incompetence I've ever seen, with a bunch of dudes firing on civilians on a bridge. I think it's a Golden Gate. I don't really know. I'm not a geography kind of guy, or So yeah, that's pretty stupid. But I don't know. It's a very good movie, but beware, there's not that much Godzilla in it. And if you're a diehard Godzilla fan and not just a random movie, I'm gonna go watch it for a reason. I don't know. It focuses more on the people than it does on Godzilla, and I like that, but that's also the element that I don't like, because the next movie you're not gonna see any of these characters, except for Sarazawa and his assistant, whose name I've yet to learn. I've seen almost all the movies and yet I still don't know her name. But yeah, that's the only aspect I don't like. So you won't see these characters again, except for Sarazawa and his assistant, but they both get mercilessly wiped out in the next movie. So yeah, you're not missing much. So yeah. I think it's a pretty good movie, but as I said again, not much Godzilla. But I like the story a lot. And there's one moment where he's on a boat and he's about to get nuked by a nuke. So basically they got to get him off the boat, but he's unconscious or whatever. I don't know. That's a really sad moment, and I thought for sure he was gonna. I already warned you about spoilers, but I thought for sure he was gonna die, but he didn't, and it was. I mean, I'm all for dark endings. Like, I think that Frozen would have ended better if it ended darkly, but this is one of those movies where it honestly kind of pays to have a happy ending, you know? So, yeah, I really like this movie, and I don't know. I'm not gonna review King of the Monsters again because I don't have my snazzy background pictures I used to have. So, yeah, yeah. I don't really know what to do with the ending of this video because I had a joke planned for the other one, but this time I'm just kind of awkwardly stare at you until you click off the video. Did you click off yet? Because this is getting weird. Fine, don't leave.